Welcome everybody to this spooktacular hacks contest. I've done a few of these hack contests and they're always extremely popular. Now I know it seems like everybody and their brother is doing one out there. There's quite a few other people that are doing these as well. But I always put a different twist on it so that we're going to have a little bit different twist on this one today. That's I think going to be really cool. Should have about 25 total hacks. Each one's going to be 3 minutes. There's no fluff. The people presenting are not allowed to pitch anything. They can give you a resource or like a URL or go download a PDF or a SOP or something, but it's not pitching. So it should be pure actionable gold. Um, so we're going to get into the hacks in just a second, but I got about 3 minutes. If you bear with me, I just got to go over a couple house rules and a couple things, and then we'll get straight into the hacks. One thing I just want to remind everybody is I'm going to be doing a webinar on December 12th. I haven't advertised this yet, but you might want to not write it down on your calendar. December 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern or 11 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to be doing a webinar on the psychology and advertising and how to sell more products and how you can actually make more sales profitably. This is not a hacks webinar. This is a webinar that's based on a presentation I did at the Helium 10 Elite last month at Accelerate. I did one at the Titan dinner too, a shortened version of it, and I've gone back and added a lot. The presentation was, people loved it. It was very well received, and if you saw it at one of those two things, I've actually changed it and added quite a bit to it. And so I'm going to be presenting that on December 12th. You don't want to miss this. I'm going to show you why you should actually not be picking your product first, but you should be creating your advertising first. Before you even choose a product, before you even go to Alibaba, before you even do anything, you should actually create your ad, your Facebook ad, your social ad, your Amazon ad, before you actually choose what product you're going to sell. I'm going to show you exactly why and how you can make more money. It's a totally different way of thinking. So you'll be notified about this. And I'll start marketing it probably about the 1st of December. So make sure you register for that. But I just want to get that on your schedule right now for December 12th. I think that's a Thursday. So that's better than these Friday webinars. But that's a Thursday. So hopefully you'll be able to make that. This webinar, the reason we're doing this is because Unboxed is happening in Austin next week. Starts on Monday. It goes Monday to Wednesday. Unboxed it's Amazon's second show. This is an official Amazon show. So they do Accelerate in Seattle, which was last month. And they do Unboxed, which is a little bit smaller show. I think there's about 4,000, 4,500 people at Accelerate in Seattle. Unboxed, I'm told, is about 2,000 people. And it's about 70% advertising agencies and ad people. So it's geared more towards the advertising side of things than it is just the general selling. But there are a lot of sellers too. They've been doing it on Madison Avenue for the last several years because that's where all the advertising, the center of the advertising world is. But they moved it to my hometown of Austin, right down the street from me. Can literally walk to the convention center where it's at in about 5 minutes. And so we decided, myself, Amy Weiss and Chelsea Cohen decided, hey, we're going to throw a party, a side party. You know, there's a lot of these side parties at all these events. And you see them at a Prosper show, you see them at Accelerate, you see them. And so there's 3 or 4 of them actually Monday night, but I think we have the best one by far, hands down. We did one of these at Christmas last year that was just amazing. Some of you might have been at that. We did one during CellarCon last June, but these are not just come have some drinks and have some hors d'oeuvres and try to talk to people over loud music and scream in their ear. These are like total experiences. So we're doing this whole Beetlejuice Halloween bash. We've taken over a club on Rainy Street, about a block and a half away from the convention center where the event is, where the Amazon event is. And we're doing this whole Beetlejuice theme. And this club is decorated to the nines and like Halloween stuff already, about $150,000 of decorations. We're adding a bunch to it. And then we're bringing in about 35 to 40 characters. Almost think like a Cirque du Soleil show that are all in costume. Halfway through the night, they're changing costumes. They're interacting. There's a lot of really cool stuff. As you can see on the left-hand side there's a storyline to the whole night and there's prizes. It's going to be really, really cool event. There's nothing else like it in this entire space. There's a lot of other good parties and other things, but nobody ever does these the same way we do. We make them total immersive experiences. So if you're coming to Austin, or even if you're not coming to Austin, or if you live in Austin or live nearby, you might want to come out at 8 o'clock next Monday to Lucille's on Rainy Street and join us for this party. I know some of you can't make it, but that's okay. But we're doing this in honor of that, and it's also a way we have sponsors that are helping us pay for this event. It's a very expensive event, about $100,000 event to throw, and so we have some sponsors that are paying. So we're doing this also to help them get the word out a little bit about themselves because they're being very nice and donating thousands of dollars to help us cover the cost of the event. We don't make money on it. but they help us cover the cost. And so we're doing the webinar, and I'll be talking about a few of the sponsors in just a little bit. This is a screen. You might want to take a screenshot of this right here, this screen that's up right now, because if you take a screenshot of this, and I'll come back to it in just a second if you don't get the screenshot, and you post this on social media between now and Sunday, just post it on any of your social media and put the hashtag Unboxed24, somebody's going to win a free ticket. I'm going to search those on Sunday night. That hashtag, I have a software tool that goes to LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and a few other places, and finds that all the mentions of that hashtag. And someone that posts this, I'm going to give away a free ticket to my virtual BDSS event in August. All you got to do is post. Every time you post, so if you post on 4 different social media networks, that's 4 different entries. And I'll randomize it, and I'll actually pick a winner, and that's $1,000 prize to someone just for simply posting. So if you go back and take a screenshot of this page right here, and then if you decide you want to try to get a chance to win, I'll probably give away more than one of these. Depends on how many people are participating, but if a lot of people are doing this, I'll give away several of these. So it's a free, you don't have to travel. It's next August is my next BDSS virtual event. We usually have about 300 to 400 big time sellers on there. A lot of really actionable, cool stuff. I'll give you a free ticket to it. It's normally $1,000. So if you post and you are chosen as the winner, you know what? I'm just going to say it right now. There'll be 3 winners. It's going to be 3, and every time you post, that's an entry, and I'll randomize that, and then Sunday night I'll choose it, and then Monday at some point I'll announce who those winners are. So just screenshot that if you want to participate in that, and encourage people to scan that QR code and come out and join us. Here's what's about to happen today. We have 19. If everybody shows up, we have 19 people that will be sharing hacks, tools, tips. Some of these are totally white hat. Some of them are really awesome techniques. Some of them might be a little on the edge. But it's a whole wide variety. Don't try to do all these. Pick and choose the ones that are going to make a difference for your business and work on those. There's no pitching allowed. So if one of these people that's presenting starts to make a pitch or a sales pitch, I will cut them off and take them off the stage. So this is not a sales thing. There's no thing at the end of this to buy. I'm not leading on some webinar, the last 30 minutes is going to be me trying to sell you something. There's none of that happening here. Only thing I'm going to do is I will mention some of the sponsors about halfway through that are helping us pay for this party, just to give them a little bit of appreciation. That's the only thing I'll do. Each speaker is going to have 3 minutes to present, and then if they go over the 3 minutes, I will cut them off. So someone might do it in 2 minutes, but it's 3 minutes, so we keep this tight and we keep this moving. When they're speaking, I'm going to give you a name, each one of them, and a number. So each speaker, sometimes you can't spell their name, or you're like, what was that name? Was it Mike or Matt or Mark, or what was it? So just remember the number, and maybe you have a piece of paper, put it on your desktop, open up a notepad or something. And when you hear a number, if I say this is number 1, this is Tommy Jones, write down maybe number 1. If you like Tommy, maybe put a circle around it. And then if number 2 comes up and that's Sally Smith, but you thought Sally was better than Tommy, scratch out Tommy and circle Sally's number 2, so that when I post the way to vote later, you remember who you liked best. And so, or create your own system, but that's what I recommend you do, so that you can vote for who you think was the best, because the winner of this is going to get a free trip to Iceland. It's a $6,500 ticket. My next BDSS event is April 4th to the 9th in Iceland, in Reykjavik, Iceland. So about a 3-hour flight from London, about a 5.5, 6-hour flight from New York. And that's where about 150 of the top sellers, median sellers, doing about 7.5 million, average about 25 million. So it's a place you want to be. The tickets aren't on sale for that yet, so I'm not going to be pitching you, trying to get you to buy anything on this webinar. They don't go on sale until later this year. Early birds have already sold 60% out, but the remaining 40% will go on sale later this year. But someone's going to win a ticket to that event. You're going to vote, and then what we're going to do is, out of these 19, you're going to vote for your 5 favorites. And then we're going to take a short little break. I'll play a little video, probably about BDSS, for about 5 minutes while everybody's voting, and then we'll close the voting. And then the voting, I will announce the 5 winners, that based on you, the audience, that how you voted. They will come back and present a second hack, something totally different. And then you will vote again on which of those 5 wins. So it's almost like America's Got Talent or something. You can't win by just showing up for the first round. You got to make it to the final round. So it's a little bit different twist in the way these normally hack contests work. So it should be cool and gives you some extra value and as well. You can only vote once. When I post the way to vote, don't share this. I'll disqualify you. We're monitoring where the IPs and everything are coming from. So don't share that. And expect to be here about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We should be done by then. And just a quick note to the contestants that are actually presenting a hack, and no love you're backstage. If you're on a Mac, just make sure that Zoom has screen sharing access turned on so that when you go to share your screen, that works. There's three main people that are sponsoring this webinar and the Halloween party at Unboxed. That's myself, $1 Billion Sellers, $1 Billion Seller Newsletter, Amazing at Home, which is Amy Weiss's company, and So Stocked, which is Chelsea's company. And it's also a part of Carbon 6. Just real quick, Amy does trips to China. She's got one coming up in a couple weeks. It's probably too late to actually get on that trip unless you already have a visa for China. But she does these pretty much twice a year. So you can check out amazingathome.com/China if you want to find out information about Amy's trips. Really, really, really great hand-holding trips to China. She also has a TikTok mastery course that she does with Yurmia there. So if you're looking to learn more about TikTok, we have some TikTok stuff on this hack contest today as well. But Amy does a little bit of TikTok training as well. And then So Stock from Chelsea from Carbon 6, mastery with inventory management and projections and all that. They'll do a free analysis for you if you want to scan that QR code and do a totally free analysis for you. If you want to see if their services might be a benefit to you, they're one of the sponsors of this as well. And of course, myself, I have the $1 Billion Seller Newsletter. Most of you probably are already on that. If you're not, and you came into this webinar some other way, I would recommend you actually sign up at BillionDollarSellers.com or scan that QR code. Every Monday and Thursday, like clockwork, I haven't missed an issue in 113 issues since it started last August. So if you're like, I haven't seen one in 2 weeks, it's probably might have gone to your promotion or spam, or maybe you haven't been opening it and I kicked you off because if you don't open it and click, both of those, open and click at least once a month, I boot you. And right now I've booted about 4,000 people because life just gets busy or whatever, and they don't pay attention. So there's about 13,000 people that are active on that right now. And it's like a little mastermind. So it's free. It's not a pitch. I mean, there's ads in there, but it's not a typical newsletter like everybody else sends out. It's actually actionable tactical stuff. Some people say it's like a $25,000 mastermind. So if you're not a part of that, sign up for it at BillionDollarSellers.com. Totally free. A brand new one every Monday and Thursday. These are some of the past ones you can just see here. We create little covers and stuff for them. I also have a podcast version of it now. So if you're on the newsletter and you don't realize this, you can actually hear me reading it. It's done by AI, but it's actually me reading the newsletter. So maybe you're working out, you're on the train, you're in the car, and you don't like to read a bunch of stuff. You can listen to about a 10-minute version of the newsletter. There's a link in every issue, in every one, and pretty soon it'll be on Apple Podcast and all those kind of places where you can actually listen to it as well. On those, and subscribe on the normal podcast channels like Apple and Spotify and that. But right now there's a link in every one, so check that out if you haven't checked that out. A lot of people are really liking that read version of it instead of actually reading it themselves. Just real quick before we start the hacks, we're almost to it. I'm going to show you a 1-minute video.
We're doing this in Iceland, baby. You better get your ticket because if you're not there, you are square. Oh my God, not only am I going to Iceland, I'm dreaming of Iceland right now.
And I am so excited for Iceland in 2025.
And can't wait for Iceland.
Totally looking forward to attending BDSS next year in Iceland.
Yeah, don't question it. Make the commitment. We'll block out the dates and get there because your business will change and your relationships will change.
First of all, the content's going to be amazing. The place looks ridiculous. Level Up is going to be at this Blue Lagoon. And I already know some of the speakers that are going to be speaking there. And I will tell you, it will blow you away.
Hopefully Kevin's going to invite me to Iceland. I hope so. I really want to go. And if he does, then I might just crash it.
Yeah.
So I just got to find you guys in all the snow.
All right, first up, this is number one. So write number one down if you like this one. It's Sean Elias. Sean, if you want to go ahead and share your screen, and we'll make sure it's set up, and then I'll start the timer after you get your screen set up and everything is set up.
All right. Gotta enable screen sharing because it says I can't screen share at the minute.
Yeah.
And then just a side note, I have two people watching the webinar in this office with me, and they said they couldn't hear the video, and it was also stuck on one frame or two
Oh,
frames. So
oh,
you might have to
geez.
replay
Okay.
it later or now
Oh,
if you
thank
wanted
you.
to. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a technical. Yeah. I won't worry about it.
Okay.
That's not good. I'll figure that out.
Okay. And just need screen sharing when it's enabled.
Yeah, it should be enabled.
Host disabled, screen sharing.
Oh, sorry. There you go. My bad.
Cool. There we go. Got it. All right, superb. Right, so I'm going to try and squeeze in 2 hacks into 3 minutes. I'll stop if I reach my 3 minutes. But these 2 hacks come from Shoelex VOC AI, and I'll go ahead and start my timer now. Thank you, Kevin.
All right. You want to go and put it full screen so you don't see the, or you got.
Is it full screen? All right, so this is fine. So this is the
Okay, all
website.
right, cool.
When you log in, you're going to get to this dashboard here. But this first hack is going to be negative review removal assistance to help you remove negative reviews that violate Amazon's terms of service or review violations. Go ahead, find your product ASIN or your client's product ASIN. Go ahead, take it into the dashboard, go to tools, go to Amazon negative review finder and removal. Type in the ASIN and do analyze. It's going to analyze up to 2020, so the past 4 years of negative reviews, and identify reviews or try to identify reviews that can be removed, that you can open a ticket for and submit a removal from Amazon to help increase that overall average review. So this is in beta. It was released a month ago. You can see this one is actually for seller feedback that's identified. This one too, customer service, they want to answer you. Another one I like is down here, and that one is this guy just getting absolutely mad at the worst customer service from Amazon that they provided. So there's a suggestion box here, explanation of why it's flagged as a review that can be removed. But in the suggestion box, all you have to do is copy this suggested message copy, open a ticket with Amazon, go ahead, submit that removal. That's the first hack. The second hack is going to be in market insights here. Let's take a look at electric lunchbox. Go ahead, do a search. You can select up to 100 ASINs to analyze, and then create a report from it. The report's going to look something like this. It's going to let you know which color of this product in this situation is being sold the most by sellers. So we can see blue is number 1, followed by gray and green. But below that, we can now see sales trend and revenue trend based on attribute. So we can see that a year ago, gray, green, and blue were selling the most. And as of recently, green has now taken first spot. So if I was to launch a variation, which one would I launch? Well, green is being sold by less sellers than gray and blue. So I'm going to launch the color green. Now let's take a look at closure type. Which closure type attribute is selling the most on Amazon? We can see manual. So I'm going to sell a green electric lunchbox with manual closure type. And then how many compartments? We're going to see more sellers are selling 2 than 1 and 4. But which one's making the most sales? The 1 compartment lunchbox is making the most sales. So my variation that I'm going to launch is going to be a green electric lunchbox. It's going to be manual closure type, and it's going to have 1 compartment. And then there's some other things here, but that's it in a nutshell.
Awesome. That was Sean Elias, number 1. So if you like that, write down a number 1. All right. We're going to do one more, and then I'm going to try to play that video one more time. I think I figured out what happened there. But all right, next up, Jason Chan. Jason, are you back here?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. And I can see your screen. All right, so this is number 2. This is number 2, Jason Chan. Whenever you're ready.
All right, guys. Hey, yeah. Thank you,
ahead.
Kevin, so
Start
much.
the timer. Go ahead.
Yep. Thanks, Kevin. Jason Chan here. So today we're gonna look at kind of effortlessly transferring your product listings from Amazon to Walmart, right? So if you're actively selling on Amazon now, you want to sell on Walmart, you have to list your products on Walmart, right? Obviously. So there's 3 ways of doing this. You can add these one by one. If you have 1 or 2, that's pretty straightforward. Or number 2, you could use their spreadsheet and try to understand how to actually input everything into that spreadsheet and then upload it. And then number 3, finally, if you're using something like a Shopify or WooCommerce platform, you can actually sync things from Amazon and back to Walmart, things like that. But that will be a paid subscription there. So there's actually another option here where when I was looking at this last night, you can actually upload things using a custom spreadsheet here. So what I was actually testing the other day was, hey, let's take a look at the category listing report. You could download this category listing report. And then number two, you could just remove all these tabs at the bottom and just keep the template tab, which will have all your product information there. And then what you have to do is go back to the screen, drag and drop it, upload it, and in about 5 minutes or so, you'll see something similar to this here. And then this is all your items in draft mode. You can select all of these here and edit these in bulk. So this is kind of how it looked like here. For the most part, it'll bring in a lot of this data here, so you don't have to manually enter those in. But that is basically my hack here. Alternatively, they do have one here that's prepared by experts at no charge. For some reason, if they do not recognize your spreadsheet, they can actually do this on your behalf. So that's pretty neat. That's going to be a huge time saver as well. I said Amazon, but you could actually use different formats as well, and you'll get this particular message here. And one other side note, Amazon is doing something very similar to this. I spoke to someone at Amazon Accelerate from Amazon. They're doing something just like this. You dump in the raw data. You have 5,000 products, and they'll automatically, for the most part, transfer everything to a product listing for you to review before you activate that. So that's basically it. Jason Chan, number 2. You're on mute.
All right, Jason Chan, number 2. Jawad, I see in the question you said where to write the numbers. You just write that down on your own computer or write that down on a piece of paper. You write the number of the ones you like. So the ones you like, so you know remember at the very end which one you want to vote for as your favorite. What I do when I do these, I'll write, like if I like Jason, I'll say, okay, Jason, number 2, he's the best one so far. And then if number 19 is better, I'll scratch out number 2 and put number 19. That's how I do it, but you'll have your own little system there. All right, we're gonna skip out of order here because someone's driving right now, and I'm gonna let her go because she's got stable internet and she may be passing through a mountain where it goes away. So we're gonna skip up to number 10. So number 10, Isabella Ritz. Isabella, are you there?
Yeah, thank you. I can't share a video, but I will share my card.
Oh, you're going in and out a little bit.
Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. So I can start.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my hack how to find products that you want to sell on Amazon. In front of you guys is a Smart Scout. Smart Scout is a pretty good at finding products when you know how to use it. So when you're going to the product that's on your left side, you have opportunity to pick different type of the filters. So you can click, one of the filters I usually use is to have Amazon in stock rate 0%. You can play with the pricing here. You can put the pricing, for example, $39 and up, estimated monthly revenue, buy box for the pricing like 39 and up, launch date, it can be 2023 and etc. So you're using your filters. You can use the category. So for example, if you're already selling in the baby category, you can choose baby category. If you want to expand to the pets and toys and something else, you can pick the category on the left side, and then you're downloading the data set. Then after you downloaded that data set, you can go into the GPT. You can do in just the new chat, or I can share with you guys the chat we already have. And you're uploading the data set. In the data set, you're asking to find the products based on your personal preferences, based on the reviews, revenue per month, and the price. And then GPT will come up for you with different products. If you like some type of the products, you can say, great, I want to analyze the product. GPT also provides you the links to the products if you did the right programming and right prompting. and you'll be able to click on the product, review the product, and be able to make a decision if you want to keep validating it. And that's pretty much it. So it's just two-step action when you are doing product research. You're clicking to Smart Scout, downloading products you want to based on the category. Instead of going through thousands and thousands and thousands different products, GPT will be able to summarize all of them for you. We created this GPT that you guys can use as well. If you need the access, I can drop the link to the chat. There is no pitch, nothing. You can just request this GPT and I will grant it for everybody, and I will drop the link to the chat for the listeners. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Isabella. That was great. That's Isabella. She's number 10. So if you liked Isabella, write down number 10, and she's posting in the chat right now the link to the GPT for you. If you want to download that, like she said, there's no pitch or anything there. That's just she's just offering that up for you guys so that you can use that. Cool. Thanks, Isabella. That was awesome.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you for having me.
You're welcome. Let's go back up to number 3. Devin Dorash, number 3.
Hey guys, it won't let me start my video, but I can share my screen.
I think I can, let me see. I can tell you. You have a little button now. Ask the.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
All right, awesome. All right, I see your screen. Are you ready to go?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do. I'm starting a timer right now. Go ahead.
All right, guys. So my name's Devin Dorash, and I'm going to show you how to 2 to 3x your subscribers and blow up your revenue. So if you sell a consumable product that is eligible for subscribe and save and generally has a high repeat customer rate, I'm going to share how we were able to 3x subscribers and more than double monthly revenue in just over 12 months. And yes, I've seen this work for multiple brands. It's a very simple but underutilized strategy. So we've all heard the phrase, whoever can afford to spend the most to acquire a customer wins. And so this strategy will help you do just that. So step 1 is making sure that you understand how much a new customer or subscriber is worth to your business. You need to know your lifetime value or repeat purchase rate. You can use the subscribe and save dashboard at sellercentral.amazon.com/SNS/manage. Or you can calculate it yourself using your FBA order reports or use a tool like nozzle.ai. You also need to know what your margins are so you can determine how aggressive you can be at acquiring new customers. Then step 2 is basically you're going to set up a first-time subscribe and save discount coupon and make sure that you have maxed out your seller funding at that 10%. We generally like to do an additional 30% off, but basically, our target is to break even on that first order, not including any sort of ad spend. Then step 3 is basically just focusing your Amazon PPC spend on customer acquisition by managing your ads to your target CPA. So, we run our ads with the goal of acquiring new customers and new subscribers. And basically, we're not trying to be profitable with our ads. The profit's going to come from the repeat orders through subscribe and save. And using this strategy, we've helped multiple brands, 2 to 3x their subscribers, blow up their revenue, including one client that went from, $400K per month to $1.2 million a month in just about 18 months. So if you want to 2 to 3x your subscribers and blow up your revenue, I hope you guys will implement this strategy. Again, my name's Devin Dorash, and I am contestant number 3.
Awesome. Thank you, Devin. That was Devin, number 3. So if you like number 3, write that down, put a circle or check mark next to it or underline it or whatever. I see, Matt, the link for that GPT from number 10, the one before Devin, she posted it in the chat here. It should be in the chat. She posted a link to a Google.
Kevin, it's impossible to change to chat to everyone, so I just send it to you.
Oh, you sent it to me? Okay, let me. Oh,
yeah.
I see. Oh, that's why
I just don't have this permissions.
Okay, let me. I'll post it here to everyone. There should be it right there. There you go. That should show up to everyone hopefully now. In the webinar chat, not in the Q&A, but in the actual chat. All right, cool. All right, next up we have. I hope I pronounced this. Naeem, number 4. Naeem.
I'm here.
All right.
I can't open my video.
Yeah, the video I gave you permission, so it should pop up a little thing right now. There you go.
Hello.
Awesome.
I hope you are doing well. Sorry, because my English not too good because I'm
That's okay.
from Arabic country.
No problem.
My strategy I want to share with you guys to make sure you put your customer avatar.
Do you have a presentation you want to share your screen?
No, I don't.
You're just going to talk? You're just going to talk? Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Go ahead.
Sorry. My strategy to share with you guys today. I want to tell you to make sure to put your customer avatar in your list in your listing, lifestyle images. Make sure to put it because you have to focus on one audience, not marketing your product to all people that put value in your product, and you can put a higher price. That's all.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. That was Naeem. Naeem, number 4. So if you liked Naeem, number 4. I'm trying to see someone just told me the chat's disabled, so I'm not sure. Let me see.
So we can see the chat to everyone, Kevin, from you to everyone, and we can see when other people do it, but they can only chat to host and panelists, and we panelists can only chat to other panelists. So in the chat in Zoom, you just have to click.
Okay, I just changed it to everyone. Let's see if this will work.
Yep, it worked. It works now.
So okay, so the link to Isabella's is there? The Google Doc?
Yeah.
All right, I see you say hello. All right, cool. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, I'm trying to like drive 3 cars over here at once. I need a Waymo, something to drive in one of these little screens. I got 4 screens going on. Appreciate the help there. All right, cool. All right, next up, we have number 5, Tom. Tom McCabe. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Sorry about how you doing?
You don't have
to. All right, Tom is number 5. You want to go ahead and share your screen? There we go.
Do you see it okay now? Yeah.
Yeah, I see it good. Yeah, the deal. Yeah, no problem. So, are you ready? I'll start.
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
So it's about error 8541, which is very common error recently. It pops up when we want to update the title, description, attributes, part number, SKU, other listing elements, and it's caused by Amazon considering updates that we are trying to do as conflicting with existing information on Amazon catalog. And this error is also very common when we are trying to create new listing. So the way to solve is to open a case with Amazon as soon as possible, provide properly drafted letter of affiliation, GS1 certificate, and update your D2C About Us page if you have one, with the text provided below. When you wait like 2 to 4 days, you can expect that the case will be positively resolved. What's important here, the letter of affiliation is a letter that we as a brand write to Amazon where we authorize our own company to list our own branded products using relevant UPC codes. So we can do this even if the owner of the GS1 account is different than the owner of Amazon account. And this one works well even in this scenario. The second one is, it's very hard to find helpful customer service. Rep on Amazon, it's almost miracle. So therefore, I want to show you like 2 tricks that you can start implementing right now. The first one is method introduced by Amazon probably recently, where if you go to open case on Amazon, you can choose actually Italian, German, Spanish, or other languages for that case. And you are almost 100% guaranteed that you get someone from customer service located in the United States, Europe, rather than Asia. You can also use well-known Costa Rica hack. If you are in the US, you sell in US, you say, yo hablo español, por favor, or ask for Spanish-speaking support, and you will end up talking to helpful sales rep in Costa Rica, and almost 9 or 10 cases will be solved. And the second method is when you are trying to solve issues in European Union over the phone, if you sell in Europe. So this is similar to Costa Rica. You just have to call Amazon and say, no, English, Polish please, or Polish bite, you will be redirected to the Polish-speaking team in Barcelona. And that team speaks English very well, is very knowledgeable, and is willing to help or suggest proper solution, providing a level of service that you wouldn't like expect from standard, seller service outside of Europe. Thank you. That's it.
Awesome. That was good stuff. That was Tom, number 5. Number 5. So if you liked what Tom just shared, mark down number 5 as one of your favorites there. All right, number 6. Next up, we have Andrew Ross. Andrew, you want to go ahead and come up? I'll let you start your video there too.
Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to show you a hack which can probably save you some money, probably a lot of money, especially if you're not really close to PPC stuff. So it's also the way of checking what your PPC team is actually doing, because sometimes it could be like a black box. This method is called a phrase negative optimization, because the problem here.
Hold on one second. We still have Tom sharing his screen. Tom, can you stop sharing your screen? I think I can do it on my side. Make you stop. Yep. Okay. Now we got you up, Andrew. Okay, go ahead. All right.
Yeah. So this method is called a phrase negative optimization, which allows to have a systematic approach to neglecting the keywords that are not working. So the problem here that people, especially especially the PPC team, they usually don't have a solid structure on how to find those keywords. For instance, they may open the search term report and find that, for instance, this search term had this search term has a high echoes. However, there could be a following situation when you search for like a home, and you can find that there are a lot of search terms which are not performing well. So they may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks, and they still are not put into the negative part. But if we calculate the amount of ad spend, it's even more than this search term which is not performing well. And in order to fix it, it's like very easy, even if you are not deeply involved into daily PPC optimizations. There are 2 formulas. I'm going to share the presentation with those formulas. First off, you just find the unique keywords, and the formula is array formula, which is like well known. And the second one, you just try to find with the second formula to sum up all these echoes, tacos, and other metrics. And you may actually find that such keywords like home, vanilla, and diffusers produce a really high echoes, and they don't drive enough sales. So you can actually do it and ask your PPC team whether they why it's happening. And so we've seen a lot of accounts that don't have this type of optimization. It's clustering. So it's really easy to implement, and the other day we did exactly the same optimization and saved around $2,000 for one of our clients. So I really encourage you to do to make this quick fix for you and see how you're performing. That's it.
Awesome.
And I'm number 6, so welcome to what.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew, like he says, you see on the screen there is number 6. So if you like Andrew, make a little check mark, a little note that number 6 was your favorite so far. All right. Next up, we don't have a 7. They actually couldn't make it. So we have number 8 is next. Number 8, Matt Costan.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get the slides up.
All right, I see him.
Okay. Let me know when I'm good to go.
You're good to go.
Okay, so this is 4 Cosmo cookies to dominate Rufus search. AI stuff is cool, but I like making it super practical so we can actually make sales. And what we got to do is feed Rufus, and it turns out that he actually really likes Cosmo cookies. The first cookie is attributes. Now, what you want to do is check flat files for your specific product category. And what you might be surprised to see is just how detailed the attributes actually are. I was surprised that for the wallet, there's soft side, leather clasp, so on and so forth. Why? Because now you're feeding Rufus more data for product discovery. Cosmo cookie number 2 is the 12 common sense relations. This came out in that big Cosmo paper, and I can't go through all these, but I will give you the slides. But essentially, you want to audit your listing and make sure that you touch on each and every one of these and put it in the text as best as you can. So if it's used on your body, if there's other desire, interest, specific time, make sure that you're putting it in there, and audit your listing copy to make sure you include as many of those as possible. And I would say even include the words that Amazon is giving you. Why? Rufus is then going to learn the context for your product and the relationships so that it'll recommend you more often. Cosmo cookie number 3 is AI readable images. So I made a stupid mistake. This is one of my products. You see that no bump when not in use thing? It actually covered up my image. And you can see that's the problem there. Now, when I actually lower it so the product is in full view, you all of a sudden get 12% more confidence. Now, it doesn't sound like a huge number, but it could be the difference of, recommending your product over a competitor. So audit your listing, make sure that the images aren't covered. You can also do this for your avatar. So Amazon recognition can actually show you the age range of your avatar. So make sure you have the people that are actually going to be buying your product. Cosmo cookie number 4. Now here's where it's a little gray area. You can actually add extra text in your images that people can't see, but Amazon can. So here I put perfect for Apple fanboys. Nobody can see that but Amazon. You can kind of keyword stuff your images. And then it also pointed this out. Passport. Damn it, I got to fix this, right? But you wouldn't have seen this unless you were using Amazon recognition. I have a free tool for you. It's imagecheck.com. There's no sign up. Traditionally, to get these insights, you actually have to create an AWS account, which is not easy. Just go to imagecheck.com and you can actually do this for yourself. Now, that being said, this is what it looks like. You upload your images, you're good to go. Here, the actual product is as a stroller cover, but it actually thinks it's an e-scooter, and it doesn't mention stroller cover anywhere. You can also train Rufus. So an article came out, this is hot off the presses just a few days ago, October 4th, talks about how Rufus needs to use information that it hasn't seen before, not just the stuff it was originally trained on. And you can actually influence this through the Q&A. So Rufus replaced the Q&A on all listings. You'll see this. But when you actually put in a question, you can actually ask it to post your question too. You're still influencing it, so you can still put people's get customers to post questions there. The other thing you can do, because it will pull sources from Amazon that it's a source of data that Rufus can now pull from. This works for ChatGPT. I've done it for my own products. I've got them listed on big sites. ChatGPT now recommends my brand over others. You can also play with Rufus. This is a really cool tip. Open Rufus on your competitors, and you instantly see what you need to overcome in terms of objections right away on each competitor. Those questions are your gold that you want to put onto your listing.
All right, that's 3 minutes. Just got it just in. There
so
you
number
go.
8, if you love the cute puppies, number 8.
Number 8 is Matt Costan, and there will be a replay. Those of you who joined late, he was going fast, so that will be included in the replay. What's cut is when we get to the final round. That's what's cut. So if you need to go back and watch that in half X speed, you'll be able to do that. Number 8, Matt Costan. All right, next up, we have number 9, Abdul Samad. Abdul, how you doing, man?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good. Okay, so on my side, it's the keyword feasibility and investment inflection analysis model that's purely related to the ad side. So you know what's your ad investment. So primarily, it serves a few purposes. Number one is it gives you the keyword feasibility before even testing out keywords, spending money on those. You can actually get to see which keywords are feasible and not. This is very good, especially when you have a lot of products, a lot of keywords, and it's really not meaningful to test those and spend a lot of budget. It helps you with those. Secondly, it estimates sales and profit potential on different investment tiers. So you can just input, that's by the way, plug and play model. So you just input different investment and it can show you based on different keywords that can be captured with that investment and shows how much expected profit or break even you can make. Now, in terms of the outcomes, how it can really help you is number one, it helps reduce the testing costs. So if you know already which keywords are good, feasible or not, you can just reduce your testing cost straight away. Secondly, it helps you assess the product profitability at the point when you're selecting the product. You just have to plug and play this model, your items and the keywords data. It will give you the aspects of if it's feasible and if it's feasible to what extent it's feasible for you. And third is it can actually optimize your investment by providing insights on what investment levels are expected to bring what outcomes and if there's a game-changing inflection point or not. So I'll quickly start with this model first. I'll just give a brief construction of the model. So this is your ASIN. You just have to plug and play your different keywords. This is monthly search volume, easily available by third-party tools like Helium 10JS. This is bits CPC data, simply available by those tools. Click-through rate, conversion rate for the top keywords. You need to gather this via your the brand analytics report. And the last information needed from third-party tools is your CPR rate they give away, which is available on Helium 10 or recommended promotions where the jungles cover. Now, what we essentially do is once you've done this, by the way, we also need to add our product price, our product margin, and expected or total sales ratio at the time we've ranked there. We've keep this as non-standard right now. So once you've got this model constructed, the next phase step is we calculate the ad cost per order, which is essentially your bid divided by your conversion rate, which you've got. Once you've got this, we actually calculate your cost to rank. So you already have that giveaway data, how much you have to sell during first 7-15 days, etc., to get to the top spots, top 5, top 10 spots. We use this to calculate our ranking cost. Basically, we take that gross profit during that time and subtract it with the ad cost, since ad is mostly inorganic, so there will be a higher cost at that point of time. And then we calculate the estimated weekly sales. This is simply your search volume to conversion rate to the click-through rate. Obviously, search volume is monthly, so you have to divide it by 4. Also, you can take search to impression share ratio if you need it to make it more precise. That's also good. I'm not taking it right now. And then it calculates the profit per week post-ranking. So after excluding this for 2 weeks, what's going to be your profit per week post-ranking? This is essentially your gross profit after that time. And then what exactly we do is we take this profit per week, and then we take this ranking cost, and then we see at which week does it really offset it. So this gives that information of the break-even week. And on our parameters tab, we can actually set what break-even week we require. So someone wants to have the product profitable from day 1. So you can just take the break-even 0. It shows how much cost it will take. It shows currently you'll make $176 of profit. This is going to be the margin.
All right, Abdul, that's 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes. That was great. Appreciate that. So if you liked Abdul, he's number 9. Number 9 is Abdul. So if you like that, that was great stuff. Good deal. Number 9. All right. Next up, we have we've already done number 10. She went earlier in the because she's traveling. So we're going to go to number 11. Number 11, 1-1, is Michael Kaufman. Michael, you want to come to the stage?
Do you have that video?
I do, but I don't know if my sound is going to play it. Do you want to try to play it there?
I can give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot and see.
Let me find it here.
Just make sure you click the little box that says share audio when you share it. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear.
All right, let me see if I can do that. Let's see this. Let me make sure that I've got the right video here first, real quick. Okay. All right, let me come back. Okay, share screen. It's this one. And oh, there it is. Share sound. Okay. All right, we'll try that. Let's do share. Can you see my screen?
I can see the screen.
All right, let me go full screen. I guess we're ready to go. Let's see if it gets my audio. Okay, I'm going to show you.
Yep, we can hear it.
Super cheap, quick, and easy using Google Sheets plus Ideogram to create stunning logos. Feel free to use the QR code at the bottom left to get the Google Sheet that generates the prompts. You're going to set up an Ideogram Plus account for 20 bucks. You could do the free version, but I highly recommend the Plus account. Then you're going to use my Google Sheet to generate your prompts. Here's how it's going to work. You're going to come over here, make a copy of this sheet, save it to your own account, change the brand text and the slogan. You can even delete the slogan if you would like. It is going to generate 50 unique prompts that you can use to generate in Ideogram. So copy one, come over to Ideogram, paste it in, Control-A, Control-V. You want to make sure magic prompt is on, probably 1-to-1. You're going to set the color palette to auto, and you want this to be auto over here as well, and click generate. 2 seconds later, you're going to click generate again. 2 seconds later, you could click generate again if you would like, and they will all be unique. Come back, grab another prompt, Control-C, come back here, Control-A, Control-V, generate, and then again, a couple seconds later, you click generate again, and you will keep doing that with all 50 of those prompts, okay? Once you have finished doing that, then you are going to see that you have hundreds of unique and really interesting logos that you can use. Find one that you like. As soon as you find one that you like, you click on it, and you can do remix. Remix allows you to make adjustments to it. You can change the color palette to whatever you like. Use one of the standards or set your own colors. Okay. You can also change how it renders here. You can use some different design themes over here. Change the image weight over here, and then regenerate that image. Once you find an image that you like and you finally got it generated as you want, you can then upscale it and you can do double the resolution of that logo. I guarantee you in about 15 to 30 minutes, you are going to have a gorgeous logo that you're going to love.
All right. Awesome. Hopefully, I didn't see anybody saying they couldn't hear that, so I could hear it on my side, so I think everything worked good there. Michael?
Super.
Awesome. That was Michael, number 11. In case you missed the 11, that was up on the screen the whole time. Number 11 is Michael. All right, so I'm just going to take a couple minutes. So I just want to acknowledge all the sponsors that are actually helping put this party on that we're doing Monday during Amazon Unboxed. We have a number of sponsors. We talked about it at the beginning. It's $1 Billion Seller Summit, So Stocked and Amazing at Home. We're the ones that organizing and putting the whole thing together in conjunction with Mark Don, who is my producer that produces all my $1 Billion Seller Summits, produces a lot of my stuff. But we have a lot of people that are helping pay for this $100,000 plus party. And I just want to acknowledge them real quick before we get on to the next 9 hacks. Each one of them has a quick little offer here just for you. So we have Carbon 6 is first up. Carbon 6 has something called DSP Prime for DSP advertising. So it's a really good deal. They're offering your first 3 months there with a $1,000 value. They'll waive the platform fee. So if you're interested in that, you can scan that QR code and learn more about Carbon 6's DSP Prime. It's a really good tool to actually help you with your DSP growth if you're at that stage where you're doing DSP, and can help you really optimize and dive deep into that. We have 8Fig. 8Fig helps you with financing. They're really good on the financing side of things. They're offering a 25% off the cost of capital for those who attended the webinar. So if you're in the need for some money right now and you meet their requirements, you can scan that QR code and see what they have to offer. They're giving a 25% off the cost, their fees and stuff. So check that out as well. We have Tactical Logistics. It's one of the best 3PLs that's out there in the space. Really, really good guys. Almost everybody that uses them has nothing but good things to say. They can help you shipping straight into Amazon or manage stuff in their warehouse and feed it in for you. No minimums, no maximums. They don't have any hidden fees. They have the capacity to stack pallets pretty high, which is awesome. And if you're interested in more information on them, they're offering 2 months of free storage. So you can check that out by scanning that QR code there for Tactical Logistics. Levanta is also one of our big sponsors. That's an affiliate marketing program. If you're familiar with my $1 Billion Sellers newsletter, they've been doing a lot of ads in there. They've got over 6,000 creators in their network. They make it really easy for you to get that brand attribution bonus to get out there on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all the different places. They coordinate it. They have a whole back-end system where you can log in. They're giving 20% off their gold plan for a year. If you want to try them out, now's a great time to be doing it in the fourth quarter. If you're going to do that, you need to get on it right away. But you can scan that QR code there and get that 20% off on their gold plan. AZ Rank is one of the best ranking services. They actually helped determine the algorithm on Helium 10, where Helium 10 kind of tells you how many units you may need to actually rank for something based on a keyword. They're some of the brains behind the scenes of that. So AZ Rank they will help you analyze your product, get feedback on your product, help you get some momentum going when you're first launching a product. They're based out of Romania. Really good guys and gals. They're doing anywhere from 25 to 50% off on their services, depending on what level of service you do. So if you're about to rank something or need to re-rank something, check out AZ Rank. You can scan that QR code that's up on the screen right now to get more information and take advantage of that offer. From 3 Colts, I'm not sure how to say this, Dimetide, but that they do reimbursement services. So they're offering a free year of FBA reimbursement services. And actually at our party, they're going to be offering this as well on Monday. We have some characters that have little backpacks that are walking around with their QR code and their logo on it. And people that scan that are actually going to also be able to enter a chance to win a free year of reimbursement services too. So if you want to scan there to learn more about how to get a free year of reimbursement services from these guys over at 3 Colts. We have Vico. This is an Amazon company. Amazon actually owns this company. They're one of the sponsors of the party too. They do help you with shipping and inventory management. They help you streamline your operations, not just on Amazon, but across other platforms as well as FBM, FBA, the entire shipping process. You can go to Shopify, Walmart, all these different places. Really good service. They announced this about a year ago at Accelerate, but they've kind of taken it slow, and now they're really going to be coming on the scene. You're going to be hearing a lot more about Vico. If you want more information on these guys, scan that QR code there. And they do 3PL services, help you with your stuff from China, help you with your stuff from Europe or wherever you may be shipping from. A lot of really good stuff, and it's tied into Amazon, so you can get some discounts by being part of the Amazon ecosystem and some advantages on checking products in and stuff like that. But scan that QR code for more information on that. Riverbend Consulting is another one of the sponsors. They help you when you get into trouble. If your account goes down, your listings go down, you have some sort of issue. They can help you get reinstatements. They do reimbursements. They do a whole range of related services in the industry. So they're basically your go-to before you go to legal actions, and they can help you go to legal actions if you need to do that against Amazon. But Riverbend Consulting, if you have a problem or need them, they're the source that you want to go to. You can scan that QR code there and get more information on Riverbend Consulting. TrueOps is another refund company. They have a very low commission of 10%, and they're offering the first 60 days for free up to $1,000 in reimbursements. A lot of people are using them right now. And there's a lot of these companies out there. I would use as many as you can, but TrueOps might be one you want to take a look at. If you're using somebody else, maybe they can find something that the other guys missed over. So TrueOps is offering that if you scan that QR code. Wayward is another one. They also are another affiliate platform. This is a hot thing right now. There's a lot of companies popping up in this space because it's a big deal right now for driving traffic to Amazon with all the social media influence to driving sales to Amazon and Walmart. But Wayward's another one that can help you find affiliates and create user-generated content. They're offering a free trial to the end of the year, which basically is like $1,000 savings. So if you want to try them out, I would do them, Levanta. There's several others. You might have seen I had listed like 7 or 8 of them in my newsletter a couple of weeks ago. There's no harm in doing them all, and because they do reach different people. So try them all and see which one is the best fit for your brand and your company. But Wayward's someone you actually want to take a look at as well. And CapEC is another one if you need some money. CapEC is another company that's has no credit checks. You can get up to 70% of your purchase orders. Get grace periods on paying back the interest to really help you. They really work with you to grow your business, not just trying to make money off you and just rake you over the coals, but they really help you try to grow. So they are sellers themselves. So a lot of these fintech guys, they've never been sellers. They're just investment bankers, or they come in, they don't understand the selling side. These guys actually sold, and so they understand the pain points of a seller, and they understand what you need, which is a major advantage over a lot of the other companies. So if you want to take a look at and you need some more money, check out CapEC as well. All right, those are the sponsors. They'll also all be at the Halloween party if you're going to be in Austin on Monday for Unboxed, and they've also helped make this webinar possible. So with that in mind, now let's get back to the next set of hacks. I'll stop this screen share. And next up, we have I think it's number 12. Number 12, Jenna Daly.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I was the only one with the background. My background didn't look like everybody else's. It was like embarrassing.
It's okay. It's all right.
All right, so let me just pull up my hack. Share my screen. Okay.
All good.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we'll see your screen.
Okay.
You're ready to go.
All right, so this is a hack to skyrocket your Amazon review count. So I'm contestant number 12, and this applies to existing listings as well as new listings. So essentially what you want to do is create 3 new listings. With each listing, it's going to be for the exact same product. With the main image, use different angles of the product so Amazon doesn't pick that up. Also create different titles. So you can use the variation for men, for women, for kids. Each of these, you're going to enroll into the Vine program, the 30 tier. And once you collect all of those, the 30 Vine reviews, you're going to merge all of the listings together, and you're going to have one powerful listing with multiple reviews. Multiple reviews increases the trust and credibility of your listing, and it makes you look like an aged seller. Products with more reviews tend to appear higher in the search results. It gives you a competitive advantage, and it can boost your sales. I am contestant number 12, and that is my hack for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jenna. Number 12. So if you like that, write down number 12 for Jenna Daly. Jenna, thank you. All right. Next up, we have number 13, Michelle Barnum Smith. Michelle Barnum Smith, if you want to come to the stage.
I'm trying to. It won't let me start my video.
I think I have to give you maybe permission here. Let me see. And now you should be able to start it.
All right, awesome. Okay, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Okay, so we're going to talk about TikTok and how to unlock TikTok Gold for your content on TikTok. I am Michelle Barnum Smith, and I am number 13. So as we know, TikTok's the new Google. And if you have an audience, one of these audiences, that represent your customers, you need to be developing content for TikTok and hopefully TikTok Shop as well. So one thing that we need to talk about is how to actually expand your organic reach with your TikTok shoppable posts. So as we know, TikTok content is king, and as you guys know, as Amazon sellers, high keyword search volume and low available solutions is like the prime location for opportunity. And TikTok is the same way with hashtags. So I'm going to teach you how to find trending topics that are relevant to your products. And I am showing a tool and a hack that I actually shared at Kevin King's Market Masters event in Austin a couple weeks ago. So what we're going to use is this fun website called TikTok Hashtags. And I'm just going to share an example. Let's say that you sell a flan pan. And so I want to search up flan as a keyword here. And I'm going to scoot right on past the all these wonderful ads that are getting in my way. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Actually, are you guys able to see everything okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. So right here, initially, it's going to show us the top 10 hashtags, and that's fun and all, but I want to scoot on down to the best, and then here in a second, I'll show you the trending. So what we're looking at here are the number of posts and the number of views. So these hashtags are our keywords, and these views are our search volume, if you will, and these posts are our competitors, right? So under flan, there's going to be irrelevant search terms like flannel. And then there's going to be stuff that's like interesting and has some good opportunity related to it. So you can see here in this example, we have, well, let's just do flans here. We have 147 million views to 15,000 posts, right? So that's interesting. And if we're, selling a flan pan, we might use that search term or that keyword in our posts. But look at this craziness right here. 15 million views to 30 posts. This is okay. This is fantastic, right? This is where the money is from a content development standpoint. And if you scroll down even further, it shows you trending hashtags. So that means we have time on our side as well. These things are going up and to the right from an opportunity standpoint. So here's that search term that I just showed you. Let's keep on scrolling down and let's take a look at some other ones. For example, this one, another kind of flan recipe, just flan recipe in general, 677 posts to 47 million views. Down here, almost 8 million views to 19 posts. So this is the hack, guys. Take advantage of this tool. Find topics related, keywords related to your products, and develop content to those hashtags that are both the best as well as that are trending, so you can find these and unlock gold for your TikTok and TikTok shoppable post content.
Awesome. Number 13, Michelle Barnum Smith. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Number 13. So if you like number 13, that was your favorite so far. make your note on your piece of paper on your computer or something, so you can vote for her in just a little bit when we open up the voting. And remember, whoever the top 5 are, they get to come back and make another hack. So if you really like them, they're going to come back and make another hack to try to win that ultimate prize. All right, next up is number 14, Charles Chicalo. Charles.
You got my name. It's perfect pronunciation. Just need to do my video.
Yep, let me give you permission. There you go.
Nope, still nothing.
Still nothing. Let me try one more. Ask to start. You should have a little pop-up.
There you go. Yep. There we are. All right, perfect.
Awesome.
That scotch was fantastic. So, oh, there's more of that to come. Give me a second. Gonna present. There we go. Good to go?
You're good to go. You want to go full screen, or you wanted to show the whole? There you go. Perfect.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, you can
Whenever
start me
you're
out.
ready. Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Hey guys, my name is Charles and I am just a seller. No agency, no nothing. So this is a 2-part hack. First part will come now. Second, hope to show you later. Part 1. I am number 14, like 14 cigars that we'll smoke together in Iceland, right, Kevin?
I hope so.
Next, in your Amazon Seller Central, you can head into brands and customer reviews. After that, you can see that's this morning. I got a negative customer review on one of my products. I did shield some things for customer privacy to stay terms of service compliant. So what I did was I went to the side and clicked contact the customer. Again, this is within Amazon, completely allowed and completely white hat. Again, like the count, number 14. Next, I'm given 2 options, either a courtesy refund or customer support. This has an Amazon templated message directly to the customer as in a response to their review. What happens is, don't forget, bottom left corner, you see that little box over there? Check that in, because once you send that, it'll update your dashboard so that you don't have that negative review urging you to be addressed in the future. And then this is what gets sent to the customer. A templated message to the customer gets sent. If they wanted a full refund, the template actually tells them, respond to the seller, you get a full refund. This morning, I refund the customer as a result of the negative experience, and I thank them for working with us. Again, like 14 cookies and Cookie Monster eating them, I am number 14. If I'm privileged enough to make it to the second round, I'd be more than happy to share part 2 with you. If not, go ahead, scan the code. This is, I publish content on LinkedIn and Twitter all the time. Again, just a seller, no agency. So let's do it together, guys.
Thank you, Charles. Charles is, if you didn't guess it, number 14. Number 14 is Charles. So if you like Charles' tip there, make a note of that. We've got 6 more to go. Number 15, Nick. Nick Bakshayan, maybe?
Yep.
Awesome.
Am I
let me
am I visible?
Not yet. Let me turn nope, you should just turn on your camera.
Yeah, my camera's on. Oh, there it is. That's the problem.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
So, share my screen here. Okay, no. You're able to see this
It's
Berries
coming up.
side?
Yep, now we can see it. Yep.
Okay. So this is it's a PPC hack that's a little bit advanced. It requires a certain number of things. So for this account, we were organically number 1 for einkorn berries as a keyword, and we were trying to figure out how to increase our organic sales beyond being organically number 1. So what we did was take over the rest of the page. So when someone looks for einkorn wheat berries, we're bidding extremely aggressively with products that people aren't necessarily interested in, but that are part of our catalog. So Coruscant wheat, emmer wheat, that's not what people want when they're looking for einkorn wheat berries. They're looking for einkorn. So it drives the attention to the 2 variations that are einkorn wheat berries. And we were trying to figure out how to measure the impact of this, looking at the search query details for einkorn wheat berries for August. We could see that the main listing, the organically number 1 listing, had 17% of the click share, and we were already advertising the like higher volume one, and that one got 12% or close to 13%. And then in September, we increased the click share to close to 40% just by putting less relevant products as part of the top of search and pushing everybody else down, not letting them even show up. And what's the best about that is that the ads that we ran didn't get that many clicks. So if you have the spelt, for example, you got 4% of the impressions, 2% of the clicks, less than a lot of the competition. So people are not clicking on the ads. They're clicking on the organic or the relevant ad or scrolling down. So we just took up more of the market by not letting other people show up without necessarily spending, because people aren't clicking on the ads. So our ad data even then shows that very well. Clicks went up like crazy. Impressions obviously went up. Click-through rate dropped. And total sales, even just for the ads, went up like crazy September over August. So if you're organically number one, you have other products on your catalog, put them on top for those keywords, and you're going to get a nice big boost without having to spend more.
Awesome. That was number 15.
Yep.
Nick. Thank you, Nick. Number 15. All right. Number 16. Next up, Charlie Castro. Charlie. Should be able to turn your video on if you want to.
All right.
There we go.
It's on. Thank you. And Jenna, you're not the only one with a different background. And not just that, actually. We're actually sharing the same hack. That's the one I submitted. But for everyone, I would share more details about it. Cool. So let me.
Yep.
start.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. So that's the same hack as Jenna shared earlier. So this is how you can increase your review in Amazon by adding more duplicate ASINs of the same product and then adding them into Vine. And Janice mentioned earlier you can create 3, but you can actually create more, as much as you can. In this example, in my screenshot, you see 5 same ASINs. I mean, same product, but different ASINs, and that have been added into Vine to get 30 reviews each. Currently, they're waiting reviews. And then an additional detail to that is just you can just send exactly the number of units that you enrolled into Vine. For in this example, you can only send 30 units for each ASIN, and then when they sell out, because the Vine have received them or claimed them, and then that will go out of stock. And that's when you go them combining into one parent ASIN, so that the only original ASIN will be shown as live in Amazon, because the other ASINs are out of stock, but all your reviews are still compiled into one. And then another bonus, added bonus for you is you can apply for G10 exemption, so that you don't have to buy or purchase UPCs or GTINs for the duplicate ASINs. And if I'm given a chance to get into the top 5, and I have another hack for having a slash of price in Amazon without actually reducing your sale price. Again, number 16. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Charlie Castro, number 16, if you like his version of the similar hack there. I saw someone asked earlier on the chat, what am I wearing at the Halloween party? Well, it's a gangster type of outfit from the 30s. The people that run the troupe of entertainers that are going to be at the party actually style me. So they came to my house last week and brought a suitcase full of stuff and had a whole bunch of ideas. So it should be interesting. I'm sure you'll see some pictures. It looks pretty cool. So it's a whole gangster kind of outfit with a coat and hat and a little machine gun. Spits out candy, like little dollar bill candies and stuff. It should be pretty cool. All right, cool. Next up, we have there's no number 17. Number 17 couldn't make it. So next up is number 18, Talal Assad. Talal, you want to?
Hey everyone.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm wearing my Kevin King shirt.
There you go. I like it. I like it. You like it in the blue.
All right. I have a hack. Well, I wouldn't call it a hack, but I have on Amazon program for you that I don't think anyone is using. And it kind of blows my mind that no one is using this. So I like to call this stop returns in their tracks. So getting this coveted get product support button, a button that used to only be available to big companies and first party vended products. Just remember my number is 18. Keep that number in mind. So how do you get this button? Everyone is eligible for this button. So very, very first thing you need to make sure is you have a website that is very clearly your manufacturer's website. If you already have like your Shopify and whatnot, if you don't, just build a quick one up in Squarespace and make sure you put all your product information in there, the SKUs in the UPC code, so it looks like a true manufacturer website. One more thing about putting UPC codes in your product website, that really helps a lot of times with that 8841 error as well. So that's just an aside from what we're actually going to be talking about. So once you have your product website, what do? This is what it should look like. It needs to have a phone number, an email address, a physical address, and you have to put hours of operation. So if you look at this oven company, you can see they put all of this information over here. And once you have this page, it's as easy as emailing pls-onboarding@amazon.com. And you say, hello, this is my Amazon store name. This is my merchant token number. We're requesting to get product support due to the complexity of our product and need people to use it accurately. So then they're going to ask you for these things. So just preload it for them and ready to go. Give them the URL, give them your hours of operation. So the URL of the customer support website, so your contact us or your FAQ site, wherever you would give people contact, that's the URL that they're looking for. Is Spanish supported? Say yes or no. Your merchant brand name, so all the brands that are in your Amazon account that you want to have that thing. And then it needs your GL product group. GL product group can be found in your fulfillment reports fee preview. And then it's column H. It'll say in column H, it'll tell you what your GL product group is. This is the global listing product group. And then which marketplaces, if you're US, UK, whatever. So you just put this little template here together, email that to pls-onboarding@amazon.com. And in the subject, put in your merchant token number and then write OEM get product support enrollment. And then within like 2 to 6 weeks, you will actually get enrolled into that. They almost enroll everybody. They actually had a booth at Accelerate this time, which they've been publicly saying no one knows about us. I don't know why anyone doesn't do this. So instead of people going and starting a return or talking to that bot at Amazon or that terrible Amazon customer service rep who doesn't know what they're doing, they'll get prompted to press this get product support button first. And you might be able to preempt a ton of troubleshooting that they could figure out from here. You could start to add video now, which is something very new that they were allowing. You can add your own video explaining different parts of your products, especially if you have a little complicated. You can have what's called a self-service workflow. And then right here, it says contact the manufacturer. So if you do have a phone number, they'll call you immediately, or they'll go to your website and they can open a ticket directly with you instead of with Amazon. So number 18, that's me. Actually, if I still have a second, I can show you.
You're out of time, actually.
Oh, never mind. I'm good.
Out of time. All right. Thanks you. That's number 18, Talal. And you're over in Jordan, right?
I am, yeah.
All right. It's evening time over there. Thanks, Talal. I appreciate it, man. All right. Next up, Chelsea. Yeah, you can submit a hack. Get it ready. I'll have you go in just a minute. I saw you post in the chat there, as we had 1 or 2 people that couldn't make it in. So yeah, you can submit a hack. So get that ready. Robert Prime, are you here? I don't see your name in the backstage list. Robert, are you here? Number 19. Robert Prime, going once, going twice. I guess he's not here. I'll have to take him off the voting list. All right. Also, I'm not sure. I don't see Kate Ames back here either. Kate, are you back here? I don't see your name in the list either. If either Robert or Kate, if you're in the general audience and you did not use the link that I sent you for a presenter link, you might go and log out of this webinar and go look in your spam or junk or promotions tab or something. Maybe it went there, and see if you have the presenter link that takes you backstage. So if Robert or Kate, if you're actually in the general audience, if you can do that and then come join us back here. Otherwise, I'll skip over you. We do have Shamosh, you're back. You're next up. Or is number 20. Number 20. Or if you want to come,
Yeah.
there you
Hi.
are.
If you can let me share my camera.
I'm doing, yep, there you go. You should have a little dialogue box that pops up.
Wonderful, perfect. So, can you see my screen, right?
Yep, we can see the Q4 crisis. Yes.
Yeah. So,
go ahead whenever you're ready.
This time of the year. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So imagine this. It's Q4, busiest time of the year, sales coming strong, and then boom, suspended. Everything grinds to a halt, you're losing thousands every hour. What do? So hey, I'm Mosh, founder of ASA Compliance Group, Amazon Sellers Appeal, and we help sellers get reinstated, but this is not what we are here for. We are here to help you avoid our services, to share suspension reinstatement blueprint, a hack that will help you resolve suspensions quickly without needing us. Even the chat says so. So let's get right onto it. So sure, ChatGPT can write an appeal in seconds, but here's the key. While using it, don't settle for generic. Break down your suspension notice, violation type, ACEs, exact wording by Amazon. Feed all of this into ChatGPT and then add specifics. Context. What did you do to solve the issue? How have you improved since then? Show Amazon that your response is tailored to the exact concerns, not just a form letter. This specific approach gives you an edge, especially during Q4. Generic promises won't cut it. Amazon needs to know you've taken real action, clearly state the root cause. Was it a listing error, a quality issue, and then describe the exact steps you took? Did you update the product data, change suppliers, added quality checks? The more concrete and actionable your corrective measures, the more confidence Amazon has that the issue won't happen again. And here is where you make it undeniable. Attach clear, high-quality invoices that match the ASINs, compliance certificates, images, screenshots, whatever it's relevant to show that you've made updates. Don't just attach them, reference each piece clearly in your appeal. Amazon needs to see you're proactive and that they can trust you fully, that you address all issues. So that's the hack. That's the suspension reinstatement blueprint. 3 steps to get your account reinstated quickly, just in time to serve your Q4 sales. But here's the thing. Once you vote for me in the next round, I'll share something even better, a hack to prevent suspensions from happening in the first place. But keep in mind, this is a draft to get most of the initial work so you can fine-tune it later. It's not for complex cases, but for straightforward ones, and it will help you save valuable time during Q4. This is for the next slide. I'm number 20. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Or number 20, if you like him. All right, we had a couple people that no-showed, but we have one that's stepping in. Chelsea, if you're ready, you can go ahead and share.
Yeah.
There you are.
Awesome.
So Chelsea will be number 21. Number 21 is Chelsea Cohen. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I wanted to talk about resizing for profit. This is something that I have talked about before, but there are some things that changed this year that make for some more opportunities. So first and foremost, this year, fulfillment fees changed the way that Amazon structures fees. They changed from doing increments of half pounds over the 3 pound mark to quarter pounds. And so what this did is it presented an opportunity to adjust for dimensional weight. Some items can more easily be bumped down into a lower fee tier because of dimensional weight. Storage costs, this will impact storage costs. And then AWD does box processing fees, so $2.50 per box. It presents an opportunity to restructure your cartons so that you can save money on those per box fees by increasing your units per carton. A couple of examples, just mentioning, this is my friend Travis Ziegler. Many of you probably know him. Before he exited, he did some changes to his product. He reduced his product into a lower size tier. He optimized his cartons and pallets and saved $70,000 a year. Then he sold his business, and it had a significant impact in terms of that multiple. Another example, we ran a catalog and about 29 cents in savings. So we have a free tool. This free tool is a resizer. You come in here and you'll enter your information, your unit length, width, size, and then it will give you options for saving, tell you what you can do to lower your weight or your size to get into a lower fee tier. And then if you put your information on how many units you sell per year, it will show you what the annual savings is. So I showed you a few examples of that. You'll see that a lot of opportunities in terms of adjusting dimensional weight. This is a matter of shaving, fractions of inches on any one side. So these are significant savings. You can save, up to 16%. We've seen 16 cents per unit. We've seen, with high volume products, up to tens of thousands of dollars in savings across an entire catalog. When it comes to the FBA catalog, it also can be run in bulk. So your entire catalog can be run at the same time. You don't have to enter this. It's just a matter of exporting information and having it uploaded. And then we have a master carton calculator that looks at your unit dimensions, your carton dimensions, and will help to configure for the best in terms of the units per carton, finding opportunities to increase your units per carton, increase your units per pallet, so that you're actually saving on the carton side. This gets into the AWD box and carton savings.
All
So in
right,
this
that's 3
example,
minutes, Chelsea. 3 minutes there.
All right.
All right. That
I'll
was
leave the
awesome.
link in the chat.
So Chelsea, Cohen, number 21. Number 21, if you liked Chelsea's. So that's all of the hacks that we have for you today. We had a couple people that didn't show, and then we had Chelsea just came in and pinch hit. So she delivered some valuable stuff there. If you haven't checked that out, what she just showed, this is money-making stuff. So be sure to check that out. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share a QR code and a link. And this link will take you to a page where you can actually vote for your favorite. You can only choose one, and you can only vote once. So you're not ranking them. You're just choosing, this was my favorite one. We'll give it about 3 or 4 minutes tops, and then I'll close the voting. And then we'll see who the top 5 are. I think it's going to show you the results live in real time. I believe that's how it's set up. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's how I set it up. So you'll be able to see how it's going. And then those 5 will come back, and we'll do one more round with just those 5, and then we'll take one more vote to see who the winner is. So let me share my screen to give you this QR code. There it is. So if you want to scan that QR code or go to that link, polev.com/kking179, and go ahead and vote. So that's all 19 of the hacks that are competing. What we're going to do now is the people that are on the live event are going to actually vote for their favorite. And then the top 5 are going to come back and actually compete again with a brand new hack for the grand prize of a free trip to Iceland for BDSS 11, April 4th to the 9th, 2025. But the only people that get to see those 5 are the people that were on the live webinar. So if you're watching this on the replay, unfortunately, you don't get to see those 5 hacks. And there were some amazing ones. Matt Costan, who placed second in the first round, came back with an even better hack and placed first, winning the grand prize in the playoff round. So that's why you want to be there live instead of watching on the replay. But you know what? I've got another webinar coming up on December 12th, 2024. So if you're watching this before that, make sure you mark that down on your calendar for 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'll be showing you how you should and why you should think about actually doing your ads before you pick your product. Most people show you go pick a product, use the tools like Helium 10 to validate it, and then launch it and do advertising. I'm going to show you to do it the opposite way and why you might have a major competitive advantage in doing that in today's competitive space. So that's going to be on the 12th of December. So make sure you mark that down. More information will be coming out soon. The way you can get notified about that is make sure you're on my newsletter list, $billion Sellers, $billionsellers.com is the URL. $billionsellers.com. Every Monday and Thursday, I send out a brand new newsletter jam-packed with actionable tips and strategies, the latest news that's happening in the space. It's a really popular newsletter, so if you're not a subscriber, make sure you actually get on that list as well. And hopefully I'll see you maybe at the next Think Tank in February that I'm doing, Market Masters Think Tank in Austin, or at BDSS in April. And you see behind me it says Marketing Misfits on the screen. That's another podcast that I do with Norm Farrar. So if you're not familiar with I have two podcasts. I have the AM PM podcast that I do for the Amazon space with Helium 10, and then I have the Marketing Misfits podcast that I do with Norm Farrar. It comes out every Tuesday, so check that out. You can find it on Google. You can find it on Spotify or Apple Podcast. It's a really cool podcast. It's not Amazon focused. It's more marketing and general business focused, and I think you'll get some good value out of it. Now, if you're watching this after December 12th or maybe in 2026, be sure to check out the channel here. There's some additional shows, maybe some of the other webinars, some other content here on the channel of $1 Billion Sellers. Again, thanks everybody for joining us today, and we will see you again next time.